Hello all, hope you're doing well today. Today we are continuing our conversation in chapter 17, and we're looking at the facility and event legacy. This is part 2. Here we go. So today our objectives are to define legacy and the evaluation categories associated with it, as well as be able to apply the concept of legacy to the specific sport venues and events. Let's now explore the concept of event legacy. As events and sports competitions grow in scope and significance, there's an increasing need to assess their long-term and broader outcomes beyond the immediate impact. This is where the idea of event legacy comes into play. Event legacy refers to the physical, financial, psychological, or social benefits that remain within a community or region after hosting an event. These lasting benefits can be positive, like improved infrastructure, increased tourism, or enhanced community spirit, or negative, such as financial debt, displacement of people, or environmental pollution. Legacy can be both planned and unplanned, positive and negative, and include tangible elements like new sports facilities or economic development, as well as intangible benefits like increased national pride or global recognition. It's crucial to evaluate all dimensions of event legacy, both the benefits and the challenges, in order to understand the true impact of hosting a large-scale event, ensuring that communities are prepared to handle these long-term effects. When evaluating the legacy of an event, it's crucial to consider various categories that reflect its full impact on the community and region. These categories help us assess both the positive and negative long-term effects. Here are the main evaluation categories. The economic legacy. This includes the long-term economic benefits such as job creation, increased tourism, enhanced local businesses, and improved infrastructure. It can also involve the negative economic impacts such as rising cost and debt from hosting the event or underutilized infrastructure after the event. The social benefits include improved quality of life for residents, community pride, and social cohesion fostered by the event. However, there may be negative social impacts like displacement of residents or disruption of local life, particularly if event venues are abandoned and not repurposed or effectively. The physical legacy involves the development of new or improved infrastructure such as sports facilities, transportation systems, and public spaces. It can also include environmental sustainability initiatives or, conversely, environmental damage caused by pollution or resource depletion from the event's activities. And the environmental legacy. This category evaluates the environmental impact of the event, both positive and negative. For example, an event may promote sustainability practices like energy efficiency or waste reduction. On the other hand, it could also lead to damage, such as increased pollution, waste, or resource depletion from the event itself. Attendance legacy is a category that looks at the long-term attendance at event venues after the event has concluded. If facilities are regularly used for events or community activities, they can generate ongoing attendance and engagement. A lack of future attendance or low post-event engagement can contribute to the underutilization of facilities and facilities turning into white elephants. The media legacy focuses on how the event is remembered and represented in the media after it's over. Successful events often enjoy continued positive media coverage that boosts tourism, local pride, and the global reputation of the host city or region. Conversely, negative media coverage, such as issues with infrastructure, organization, or post-event problems, can harm the long-term image of the host region. Evaluating these categories gives a comprehensive understanding of the long-term impact an event can have, helping communities and stakeholders to plan more effectively for the future. If we look at the Olympic Games legacy with a sustainability focus and looking at London 2012 Olympics, the bid emphasized sustainability, which played a key role in their selection as host. And so with that, climate change was really important to them. And their goal was to minimize greenhouse gas emissions and ensure legacy facilities could cope with climate impacts. Waste management. They wanted to ensure no waste was sent to landfill and developed waste processing infrastructure in East London. For biodiversity, they enhanced habitats around the Olympic Park. And inclusion, they promoted diversity, creating employment, training, and business opportunities. And healthy living, inspiring national participation in sport and active lifestyles. These goals ensured long-term legacy outcomes, boosting the bid's attractiveness. For the Sochi 2014 Olympics, they faced criticisms for its environmental and social impacts. They had environmental concerns where construction disrupted local habitats and the environmental legacy was mixed. Their social sustainability goals were significant displacement of residents that occurred and their economic impact. While there were some short-term benefits, the long-term economic legacy remains unclear. Now, the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, their commitment to sustainability included carbon neutrality, which focused on renewable energy and eco-friendly transport. Waste management, so recycled materials were used and waste reduction was prioritized. Their legacy was sustainable infrastructure was a core goal with eco-friendly venues and public spaces. Now, if we look at the Paris 2024 Olympics, Paris aim to build on previous efforts of sustainable venues, where they emphasize using existing infrastructure to minimize environmental impact. And their commitment to renewable energy and public transport, creating carbon neutrality. And their legacy was focusing on leaving a lasting sustainable urban legacy, including affordable housing for the Olympic Village. So in summary, recent Olympic Games have progressively integrated sustainability into their bids with a focus on minimizing environmental impact, fostering inclusivity, and ensuring long-term benefits for host cities. Now let's look at a few notable examples of facility legacies from past events, which show both positive and negative outcomes in terms of long-term utility and impact. The water cube in Beijing 2008 Summer Olympics. The iconic water cube was originally built as the National Aquatic Center for the 2008 Olympics. After the Games, it has been repurposed into the largest indoor water park in Asia, known as the Happy Magic Water Cube. This transformation into a commercial space has allowed the facility to continue generating revenue and attract tourists, while also serving as a habitat or hub for aquatic sports, maintaining its cultural significance long after the Games. Athens 2004 Summer Olympics left a legacy of 21 abandoned venues. While the event was widely regarded as a success in the short term, many of the facilities built for the Games were not utilized after the event and have fallen into disrepair. The Athens Olympic Sports Complex is a prominent example where costly venues now stand mostly unused, creating a financial burden on the city. The challenges of maintaining and repurposing these facilities highlight the importance of sustainable planning and post-event use. And South Africa 2010 FIFA World Cup. South Africa heavily invested in new infrastructure, including the construction of Soccer City, or FNB Stadium, and Greenpoint Stadium, both of which were state-of-the-art venues at the time. While the legacy of these facilities in terms of improving the country's sports infrastructure and global image is undeniable, the long-term utility has been questioned. Soccer City, for example, has struggled to maintain a steady stream of events post-World Cup, raising concerns about the ongoing financial viability of the stadiums. These examples illustrate the diversity of facility legacies. Some continue to benefit in communities while others face challenges related to abandonment or underuse. It's essential for planning and design to consider long-term utility and sustainability to ensure that these investments create lasting positive impacts for local communities. So today we explored the concept of legacy. How sport facilities and events can create lasting impacts beyond just dollars and cents, influencing urban development, civic pride, and even social cohesion. By understanding both the benefits and the pitfalls of economic analysis, we're now better prepared to critically evaluate sport investments and advocate for responsible spending and appreciate the broader role sport plays in shaping our communities. In the end, it's not just about how much we spent, but what the investment leaves behind. And that is all that I have for you today. I look forward to talking with you again. Have a great day.